You! Is your tank green, dirty, slimy, full of algae, plants are dying, fish are dying, sand is dying, and you just want to make a change and be proud of your tank? Well, today, in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to maintain a pristine tank. As some of you already know, maintaining a tank is more than just water changes. Water changes is important, but maintaining a tank is so much more than that. And so today we'll be covering the different sectors, tips and tricks on how to maintain your tank and remove the dirty tank of yours.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah.
So tank maintenance is the first and most important step to maintaining a clean and healthy environment for the fish. Just like how humans need to shower and clean our house regularly, our fish and plants here need a clean environment to grow in and thrive as well. So as I mentioned before, water change is only part of the whole process of tank maintenance. There's a lot more to it to remove the detritus and unwanted materials that's left often hanging in the substrate, within plants and even in the hardscape. Before starting on the tank maintenance, try to have these basic items with you. A turkey baster, a long pipe, bucket, and a glass scraper. These 4 items are what you need to keep your tank nice, neat and healthy. And once you have all of this, you can start cleaning your tank. Step 1 for tank maintenance is to always turn off your filter, skimmer and CO2 before carrying out any maintenance. This is to prevent the pump from overworking due to the lack of water flow caused by us draining the water later on. You may leave the lights on as it will show us where the algae is and which area that we need to work on specifically.
What?
Step 2 is all about giving your tank a good scrubbing. With the algae scraper, clean off any algae or diatoms on the glass to get a crystal clear look. You'll often find green dust or green spot algae on the tank, and this is normal especially if your tank runs on CO2 or stays in direct sunlight. Scrubbing off the algae helps prevent it from overgrowing and competing with your plants and make for better aesthetic. Otherwise, how are you going to be able to view your tank? Once that's done, it's time to get to step 3, and that's sucking. This might get tricky, but practice makes perfect. Before substrates, you will need to shake it out and get the gunk and debris out. With soil-based substrates, it tends to disintegrate and crumble into fine dust over time. If you are using a gravel substrate, it might look clean because of the darker tones, but there will be unseen debris lying in between. If you are using a sand substrate, all the more you will need to use the turkey buster because poop and small particles over time will darken your sand bed. Doing this often will prevent sudden ammonia spike from happening in the case of the substrate being displaced. Sudden movements or release of air bubbles can cause ammonia spike, which can lead to the death of fishes. That's why it's important to get your substrate clean often. Now that the majority of dirt and debris is removed from the tank, you may begin filling up the tank. But we do recommend once in a while you do a deep cleaning for your tank. And what we mean by that is to give your filters, meshes and pipes a good cleaning. A good way to do it is to use hydrogen peroxide, which can be easily bought from your pharmacies or major grocery stores, and a cheap flexible wire brush to get really deep into the pipes. At the same time, remove your filter mesh or wool and give it a good squeeze in the sucked tank water. Do not use tap water to wash your filter meshes as the chlorine inside could kill off the beneficial bacteria that is extremely valuable for the cycling of the aquarium. There you go, your tank is now clean and healthy. Just make sure to do this once every week and do a deep cleaning once every 6 months and your tank will be good to go. We'll have the links to all the equipment that we have used in this video listed down in this description below. That wraps up our video. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our Instagram at livingstreamplay to keep up with more updates and aquascaping related content. Till next time, adios!